What's going on, everybody? Ryan Thompson, the Assumable Guy. This is the Assumable Guy Show. Today, this one's for the sellers, specifically the sellers sitting on a rate in the twos or the low threes, wondering if that rate is worth anything the day you decide to move. Is my low interest rate actually a selling point? That's the whole episode. Here we go. So let me start with where most sellers' heads are at. You bought back in 2020 or 2021. You locked in a 2.5%, maybe a 2.75, and now you need to move. Bigger family, new job, whatever it is. And you're figuring that rate was great while you had it, but it dies the day you hand over the keys, right? That's what almost everybody believes, and it's just not true. Here's what most people don't realize. If you've got an FHA loan, a VA loan, or a USDA loan, that rate does not have to disappear when you leave. It can transfer to your buyer. The loan, the balance, the 2.5%, all of it slides into their name. It's called an assumable mortgage, and it turns your rate into maybe the most valuable thing about your house. Let me show you what that actually does for you. Picture two houses on the same street, same square footage, same finishes, both listed at $450,000. One is a normal sale. The buyer walks in and gets a brand new loan at today's rate, call it 6.5%. The other one is your house, and it comes with your 2.5% rate that the buyer gets to step into. Now think about that for a second. Which house sells faster? Let me put real numbers on it because this is where it gets real. A $450,000 loan at 6.5% runs about $2,840 a month, just principal and interest. That same loan at 2.5%, about $1,770 a month. That's over $1,000 a month difference. $1,000 a month on the exact same house. So I'll ask you one more time. Two identical homes, same price, same street. One costs $1,000 more every single month to own. Which one sells first? You already know. And stretch that out. $1,000 a month over the life of that loan is north of $300,000 in interest the buyer never has to pay. $300,000. That's a college fund. That's a retirement account. That's a really nice vacation every single year for 30 years. That is what you are handing a buyer. That's why they'll compete for your house. Now, I know what a bunch of you are thinking. You're going, okay, Ryan, but I don't want to sit around waiting for some special assumable buyer to show up. I just want to sell my house and move on, right? Totally fair. Here's the thing though, marketing your home as assumable doesn't shrink your buyer pool. It does the opposite. It grows it. When I market a listing as assumable, 3 kinds of buyers show up. You get the assumable buyers chasing that rate. You get the conventional buyers who are already going to make an offer, and you get cash buyers. Everybody's swinging at the same house now. And when more people want your home, what happens to the price? It goes up. And think about why that pool is so big right now. Affordability is brutal out there. In Colorado Springs, back in 2019, about 71% of people could afford a median-priced home. By 2023, that was down to 25%. So there's this huge group of buyers who got priced out by rates, and they are hungry for a lower payment. Your 2.5% rate is the thing that lets them back in the game. You're not just selling a house. You're selling the one thing they can't get anywhere else. Let me tell you about Colin and Beth. They had a low rate, and they came to me nervous about this exact thing. Would going assumable box them in? So we marketed their place as assumable, but we did not lock them into only taking an assumption. Putting that rate out front pulled in multiple offers, buyers bidding against each other, and it drove their final price up higher than they were expecting. Here's the kicker. They didn't even end up taking the assumable offer. The rate got them the crowd, and the crowd got them the price. I want to make this super clear. You are not giving anything up by marketing as assumable. You're not obligated to accept an assumable offer. You're just widening the door so more people walk through it. And more people walking through the door means a better number for you. Little hack for you if you're a veteran. If your home is a VA loan, you can take this even further. You can let a non-veteran buyer assume it by leaving your entitlement with the property. Now, before you freak out, that does not wipe out your ability to buy again. You keep your remaining entitlement. Say your original loan was $350,000 and your county limit is over $800,000. You've still got over $400,000 of entitlement to use on your next home. So you help your buyer, you sell faster, and you still go buy the next place. That's the move. Now let me hit the fear I hear the most. Am I losing money doing this? No, You sell at market price or above it because you've got more competition, not less. The buyer covers the equity gap. That's the difference between your loan balance and the sale price in cash or with a second loan. That money comes to you at closing exactly like any other sale. Your rate is the magnet. The sale itself works the way it always has. Buyers, real quick, since I know some of you are listening in on a seller episode, this is exactly why you want somebody who knows how to hunt these down. Only about 25% of assumable homes are even tagged in the MLS. You're missing 75% of them. I keep a list of over 1,200 assumable properties in Colorado that most people never lay eyes on. So that's your side. But sellers, back to you, because this is the whole point. Your low rate is not a souvenir you leave behind. It's the strongest selling point you've got. So here's where I'll land it. If you locked in a rate in the 2s or the low 3s and you're even thinking about selling in the next year, do not list that home like it's an ordinary house. That rate is worth real money to the right buyer, and it can put real money back in your pocket. All right, let's go get some sweet properties. I'm Ryan Thompson. This is the Assumable Guy Show. If you want me to look at your loan and tell you what it's actually worth as a selling point, hit up assumableguy.com or DM me on Instagram at the.assumable.guy. I'll run the numbers for you. No pressure, just math. Next episode, we're flipping back to the buyers and we're answering the big one. Why are 75% of assumable homes hidden from buyers? I'm going to show you where the other 75% are hiding and how to find the ones nobody else can see. See you on the next one.